Welcome to the Global Women's Empowerment Network. I am Dr. Tanya Meriwether Gibson Miller, and I am so elated to be sharing with you this month as we are celebrating women all around the world. Oh, I'm excited on today. We're talking about the only person stopping you is you. This is going to be a phenomenal show on today. I'm so excited that I have my partner with me in this Global Women's Empowerment Network, Ubah, Madu, all the way from Nigeria. Listen, she is an actress. Oh my goodness. She is a philanthropist. She does so many things. She just, oh my goodness, just amazing. Graphic person. She's just, if it can be done, she can do it. I am so thankful and so grateful that she takes time out to come on every month and share with us as we strive to empower women all around the world. Oh, you better get excited and hear on today because I'm excited. We have Ubah Madu with us. Hello, Ife.
Yeah,
How are you?
I'm excellent. I'm great. And it's great to be here, Dr. T. Great to have you. Great to see you too. And yeah, I'm really excited about today. And happy Women's Month. It's been a
Yes.
great month celebrating women, mothers, and empowering women all over the world. So
Yes.
welcome. I welcome everyone to the show today.
Yes, and then what we're going to do, if he's going to jump right in there, she's going to give us the meat of our show today, and then I'll come in with a couple of questions. And then Iffy, because she is, an actress, she's a wife, a mother, she has so many things that she's doing, but she put us in the schedule, and so we are so grateful and thankful. But she has another engagement she's going to share with us, and then she will go off to her engagement. Thank you so much, Iffy, on today for being here. We'll start with you.
Yeah. Thank you, Dr. T. So, welcome, amazing women all over the world. It's the Global Women's Empowerment Network monthly show. I'm Ifeoma Madu, as Dr. T has introduced me. And today we are talking about the only person stopping you is you. I mean, this year about International Women's Day, we are talking about embracing equity, but you can't even start to talk about equity or equality or a pay raise or a gender pay gap if you are still limited in your thinking, limited in your mindset. When we say the only person stopping you is your inner self, your self-confidence, your self-esteem. We've been saying this from inception, saying that everything starts from your mindset. It starts from the inside and then comes to the outside. So there is no way you could really escape or say, okay, maybe it doesn't really matter. It matters a whole lot. And I have a couple of points here we'll talk about. I spoke about it in the Expanding Women's Conference, so I think you should, if you haven't watched it or if you did not participate, maybe you could just go back and watch everything, because I talked a lot about what I'm going to say now, and I have 6 points, 5 to 6 points here. Getting rid of limiting beliefs. You need to get rid of the wrong mindset, the limiting beliefs. And the first thing, so if you have a pen and paper or if you have something to jot, please do, or you could watch this video later. The first thing you need to do is, what belief has gotten in my way? What have you believed about yourself? What have you believed about your family? Have you believed that you are not enough? That you are not beautiful enough to get registered in a beauty pageant? Have you felt you're not smart enough to get accepted into college or the university of your choice? Have you felt that you're not capable enough to get the kind of business deal you always wanted to get? So what limiting belief has been stopping you? You need to write this down, and you need to be very sincere with yourself. Okay, and then the second one, what is the limiting belief that has to go? Now you've identified this belief that has been getting in your way all this while. So you need to let it go. And you need to, make it, perhaps you write it in capital letters. You really need to let it go. You need to let it go. And then the third one is that, what has this belief cost you? I would use myself as an example, where way back, getting into modeling as a student in college, in the university, I at times, when it's time for auditions, I would keep looking at every other lady in the room and start comparing myself and hoping I was good enough to be chosen. When it comes to runway, I feel that maybe I wasn't skinny enough. I wasn't enough. And then it affected my eating habits, because I felt that I did not have to eat all through the day so that I could be skinny enough and good enough to get accepted in every audition. So these are the negative sides. So it costed me a lot. It costed me my self-confidence, it costed me my self-esteem. It also costed me a bit of, when you're not eating well, it affects the way you look. Well, that was way back then, couple of years, more than a decade ago. So these are the things that it costed me. So you need to be sincere now and write out what the limiting beliefs you've always held on to, what it has costed you all this while. So write it out. And then, what is the opposite of this belief? The opposite of, for instance, me saying that, am I good enough, is that saying that I'm beautiful. Remember, I always said that our affirmations, our self-talk is important. Dr. T has affirmations that she puts up almost every day or once a week, but you need to follow and watch it, or join our Women's Empowerment Group on Facebook. She puts up the notification there. Or you could, follow me on Ubah TV, and then you see some of the affirmations I also put up there. So you need to, what is the opposite of the belief? I'm enough, I'm smart enough, I have a sound mind. You could also go through the scriptures and check things out and say the right things. I'm in health, I'm in strength, I'm in health, I'm in strength, I'm smart enough, I'm capable enough, I'm wise. You put up, say these affirmations, say these things to yourself over and over, and don't let fear or self-doubt cheat you from beautiful things in life. Most people have pushed themselves off very important relationships, whether relationships leading to marriage, because they had these limiting beliefs that perhaps they were not good enough to get married, they were not good enough to take care of a man, or they were not good cooks, or they felt that financially they were not capable enough to go to certain levels. So these are limiting beliefs that we need to get rid of. Now, what new belief do you need to hold on to? I just told you how to get the new beliefs. You can get it from the scriptures, from the Bible. You could check on our Facebook group. You could follow Dr. T. You could follow me. And you could get these truths, and you tell to yourself over and over. There was a time I needed to get into college, and there was a bit of a delay, and I didn't know so much like I know right now, but I knew that from time to time, when these fearful thoughts would come to me, self-doubt, like, I might never get into college, I would leave whatever I was doing and I would start speaking out. I would start saying, no, it comes out. My name appears in the acceptance list. I didn't know so much like I know now, but
Yeah.
I was a teenager, but I knew that I had to go to the next level. I did well in the exams, but it seemed that there was a delay. So these are the real life challenges we face each day. It could be in different ways. Most people, it could be in getting a job. Like, I was after university, and then I applied, trying to get a work in a bank. So after the interviews, then they will say, okay, we'll get back to you, and things like that. Then it just feels like all the self-doubts, all the fears will just come in. I could hardly sleep. I was not eating well. My cousins were asking me, if are you okay? I'm sure you are brilliant. You did well. You have a wonderful CV. I'm sure you'll be accepted. But I couldn't even get my food to get digested. It was that horrible. But
Yeah.
I knew I got hold of a book, Unmerited Favor by Pastor Joseph Prince.
Mhm.
Then I, and I knew that just went through the first chapter, and I just saw that you need to, you know, hold on to the grace of God. There was not so much, and it was on Joseph. Joseph found favor,
Mhm.
with those in the prison. There was the scripture there, and that was just the only scripture I was saying over and over and over and over again. And then before you know it, I got the acceptance letter to come and work there. I, I mean, it was really great, but these are the things that happen. And most times when people get in such situations, they don't know the right things to say, but instead, it's like all fear. Oh, maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I made a mistake somewhere. Maybe someone in the interview panel doesn't like me. Maybe it's this, maybe it's that, maybe they don't want more women, maybe they only want men. These are fearful thoughts. But
Yes.
with the right affirmation,
Mhm.
which brings me again to the sixth point, is that what is the new belief? Are you going to believe that you're not good enough, or you will not get accepted, or you're not favored enough or graced enough? Or you would say, I'm favored, I'm graced, I'm loved, I'm enough, I'm worthy, I'm smart enough, and I'm going to get this job. So these are the options that life keeps presenting to us all the time. So that's why the scriptures will always say we should get rid of the complaining habit. Because when we complain, we are voicing the wrong things, we are voicing unbelief, we are voicing, low self-esteem and what have you. And then the seventh one is like, this truth will set you free.
Yes.
Now you know, now you know the belief that has been stopping you from achieving things. You know the belief that has been stopping you from moving on in your relationship, having better relationships, doing well in business, even traveling. Most people are scared to travel out of their community. Now you know that these limiting beliefs has to go, because you want something better in 2023. And now you've known what this belief has costed you. Perhaps some people, it's costed them a very important relationship, which would have opened doors for them. It costed them their marriages. It costed them the relationships they had with their children. Most parents they don't have a one-on-one conversation with their children anymore because of these limiting beliefs. They feel that their children would not even love them. it's,
Yes.
it's, it's that bad, because it's all from the mind. What things have you been accepting? And then you already now know the opposite of this belief. You've gotten the right affirmation, and then you now know that this truth will set you free. It will
Yeah.
move you to the next level in your life. And then you just know, as our topic says, the only person stopping you is you. So
Yeah.
right now you have these 6 points available to you. And you know that if you still hold on to these limiting beliefs, really the only person stopping you is you. So
Yes.
that's it. Yeah.
I was thinking as you were talking along, and so many times we can get in our own head. I
Yeah.
love that our friend Alfredo Zapata, talks about healing from the inside out, because a lot of times, a lot of hurts from growing up and things as you were covering, they stop us from being able to move forward. We don't realize it, but in every area of our life. And so we have to kind of overcome that and stop telling ourselves that we are not capable, that you're not pretty enough, that you can't do it, because all things are possible. We know in the word of God, for those of us that are believers, we can do all things through Christ that strengthens us. And that, I believe that you have to, as you were stating, speak positive affirmations to yourself so that you will believe. You've got to tell yourself over and over that I can do this, that I'm capable of this, that this will happen in my life. And I promise you, if you do that, I challenge you, ladies out there, women, it's women's, it's our month. And I challenge you 30 days of just waking up every day, speaking some positive affirmations to yourself and watch your life change. Watch your view of yourself change, and you will begin to believe that I can do it. The only person stopping me who is who? Me. And so I'm going to stop being the one that stops me. Are there any questions that you have, Iffy? I know you have your other engagement, but I want to go ahead and give you an opportunity to say any remarks you'd like to say before you have to go.
Yeah, I would just like to say that if you're just joining in, please continue watching because Dr. T has amazing things to still share with you on the topic. The only person stopping you is you. And if you are joining via Facebook and you are yet to join our group, the Global Women's Empowerment Network, please just click on the link to join and you'll be accepted into the group. We come up with this talk show once a month, so look out for the flyer for next month when we'll be coming to you with another topic. And then you can always follow me on Instagram or Facebook if you Ubah TV to know other things that I'm doing too. So thank you so much, Dr. T, for having.
Well, it's been a wonderful blessing having you all the way from Nigeria. I just appreciate you. I appreciate little baby allowing us, that's what I call him, little baby, for allowing you to share with us. Please tell your husband and family, your son, that we said thank you so much for sharing, Mom. And I hope you have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for being a part of the Global Women's Empowerment Network.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. See you again next month.
Okay.
All righty. You know, I'm always so very thankful and so very appreciative that if he comes on with us each month. She is an actress. She has so many things in her schedule, but she always makes time to come on so that we can continue to empower women all around the world. I want you to know, if you want to see us 24 hours, 7 days a week, you can tune in to LV Network and you can view the Women's Empowerment Network on LV Network. All you have to do is add us as a channel, LV Network, on Roku, on Fire TV, on Apple TV, or you can go to our website, www.livingvictorious.network. That's www.livingvictorious.network. And if you have the Apple streaming service, that's the one that's similar to cable, then you may add us as a channel, LV Network. We are a faith-based, family-friendly network that shows viewing for you and the whole family. Listen, we're talking about the only person stopping you is you. If he covered some points about how it starts in childhood, she talked a lot about how self-talk can be a hindrance if it's not positive self-talk. And so I want you to begin to do that on today. I want to start by telling you what the term of empowerment means. Well, it means how being empowered, giving some strength, giving some value to something. But for women's empowerment, for self-empowerment, it means that you empower yourself, that you believe that you can do it. And through that belief, you get it done. The two main meanings of empowerment are to authorize or enable. So empowering yourself involves making yourself the authority on what holds true to you. So on today, it's so important that you realize that you can get it done. When I look back over my life and I think about so many things, I am so surprised and elated and thankful to God for the things that He has allowed me to participate and be a part of. What an amazing God. And women, this is our month. I am so excited, so grateful for those of you that are out there getting it done. I see you, girl. Hey, girlfriend, making it happen for yourself. Oh, we're just excited. I thank you for tuning in on today. I'm going to get to my notes because I came from an interesting point of view in talking about today. I went back and I said, hey, if I'm saying the only person that's stopping me is me, what are some things that if I were speaking to my younger self, or if I were speaking to a woman that was trying to empower herself and move and go forth in the things that she was trying to do, I said, well, I'd speak to my younger self. That's me. If I could go back and take all the things that I've experienced and lived in my life, I would start back. I would start with embrace the reality that nothing in the plan that you have made for yourself may happen the way that you anticipated it happening. That's okay. I want you to know on today that you don't have to stress. There will be beautiful discoveries to be made on this journey as you're getting to the place where you're trying to go. Sometimes you'll feel like you're off track, but I promise you, you're not. It's just all part of the journey to getting to your success. Then don't be a student of the school of hard knocks. Ask for help and seek experience insight. Time you start, if you come up with the idea of what you want to do, what it is that empowers you, seek out those that do exactly what you're striving to do and achieve. That will help you to avoid some of the pitfalls and all the things that you may encounter along the way. Oh, I'm loving this as I'm sharing with you. First, let me tell you, you never have to settle. Write that down on a piece of paper. You never have to settle. You can find something that you love and that creates a broader impact. Yeah, those things working together that you don't have to settle and that you can make an impact, they will make a major difference in your road to success as you are empowering yourself as a woman around the world. Oh, Ify covered so many things. She talked about some of the insecurities that she experienced as she was going along in her life. And I can remember those times as I wanted to venture out and do some things as a young woman. And I thought to myself, that may not be possible. Here we are, this young lady that came from rural Alabama, and God has, thank you, Lord, has taken me all over the world. But it was because I stepped out and I said, hey, if others can do it, why can't I do it too? And I tell you, the doors that were open, the ways that were made has been amazing and miraculous to me in my life. Oh, here is something I have to share. Worrying is a waste of your life and it's a waste of your time. There is not a single thing that I can think of that was aided or prevented because I worried about it. You have to trust yourself and know that when the moment comes, you will take action, and that will clear up your space where you can be successful. Then you have to be present. Live in the moment. You can't do anything about yesterday, but you sure can do something about today and begin to plan from that place. Will you have moments that you may come up short and you feel like, oh my goodness, I didn't do the greatest, or oh, I'm not succeeding? I want you to know that those come, but they don't hinder you or stop you. All you have to do is to continue to persevere. Every painful lesson is an opportunity for you to continue in your growth. So, what am I saying? I'm saying, hey, girl, yes, woman, yes, my friend, my girlfriend. The only person that's stopping you today is you. Purpose is what moves us forward. And so, if you're not a woman of purpose, I want you to become today, this moment, right now, that you are going to begin to move in purpose, meaning that you intend to be intentional in the things that you do. It's so important for you to advance. In order for you to achieve the goals that you have set for yourself, you have to be intentional. And then here's something else that I would definitely tell my younger self. Learn to control your narrative. Don't allow anyone else to control what it is that you're saying, what it is that you're projecting and doing and sharing with the world. You are the one that determines, hear me now, how far you go, the things that you're willing to invest in, the things that you're willing to say yes to, the things that you definitely sometimes needs to say no to. You control that narrative. And then here is the best thing that I want you to know. And that is, as I prepare to close here today, that you are capable. Yes, I always tell myself when I get up in the morning, I say, hey there, pretty girl, you can get it done. You're more than capable. Yes, you are smart. Yeah, you can do it. Why can't you do it? Start to plan short term, mid range, long term goals. And then I remind myself as a believer that I can continue to do, that I will do, and I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I hope on today, as you were listening to Iffy and I, as we were sharing, the only person that's stopping you is you, the Global Women's Empowerment Network. I want you to stay encouraged. I want you to begin to move. We want to say things that cause you to get up and move and take action in your life. Oh, when is a great time to start? The time to start is now. You can do it. The only person stopping you is you. Until next time, I want to encourage you as you are going along your journey in life, in business, in ministry, in the world, to stay encouraged. Yes, you can get it done.